Hey, I made it down to Miami and I'm out exploring today with my good friend,
Chief Technology Officer of Real Broker,
Mr. Pritesh Damani. Let's go meet up with him and walk around Wynwood Walls. All right, Pritesh, man, good to see you.
You're looking at Wynwood Walls. I was born in Mumbai. I'm an engineer, right, by definition. Samir and I are super aligned on where real estate needs to be, or the industry needs to be, right? So we believe in agents, we believe in technology for the end consumer.
How are brokerages falling short in servicing agents and their customers?
The basic premise of the model is that agents deserve more, and Real is committed to that. However, it's a dual-edged sword, because there's a reason why the old guard exists, right? Is because it's expensive to run a brokerage.
Yeah.
There are people processing paperwork. If you go down to like some of the rules in the United States on how and why people do certain paperwork, it goes back down like 100 years. If we want to offer a model as aggressive as ours, we have to build technology and rely on technology that can scale the company and help agents at the same time. But ideally, technology does everything except what humans can't do. Talking to an agent and understanding the issue and resolving it, something technology can't do. Producing a commission document or a trade record sheet, do you really have to drive downtown to like an office somewhere and talk to someone? You decide to change your deal up and like add someone to the deal. Do you have to go somewhere and like print out a document? Like how do you do that? Like this is 2022.
Yeah.
We don't think about eliminating human jobs or things along those lines. We think about investing in the relationship rather than in the manual, grindy paperwork.
Yeah.
Right, so today we are already at a point where our agents pull out their apps, they submit a deal, they submit the check, they scan the check, they get trade record sheets, they can see their deal status all from the app.
Every real estate coach will say to you, you know what you got to do is you got to know your numbers. How many deals have you done? How many transactions you processed? Like all those kind of things that are so helpful in understanding like really where your business is at. But then there's the whole agent side of this business where agents get to build the stuff that they want through feedback, having those meetings, those town hall meetings. And then agents are getting to build the community or the culture that they always wanted because they're actually invested in the company.
Absolutely.
So we're putting on events and we're working alongside you on the tech side of it. And then the cultural side with our VP and with Tamir all the time.
That's how we see it. That's where the momentum is.
The most exciting real estate brokerage that the world's ever seen.
We see it as like a place where culture meets tech.
Yeah,
right?
I love that.
So it's about collaboration. Think about it for a second. Like we were 1,000 or so agents in January last year, and we're close to 6,000 right now. In a year and a half, we have launched technology that most people don't have. We have our own transaction management platform.
Are you talking about essentially the eventual replacement of SkySlope?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's today. One of our really dear agents, Sarah, did her first transaction on the new system. It's very close to be done, and agents will be able to track exactly where their deal is. Agents will be able to chat with our team and coworkers in an extremely modern way.
How about the broker? Like if you got a question on a deal.
Why don't I show you? Check this out. What we call Road to Success.
Okay.
Like, what do I have to do to get this deal done? This is connected with our team. So when our team processes your deal work, you will start seeing updates here automatically. So
Amazing.
The release letter has been asked for.
Perfect.
Or it's approved for closing, or we are waiting on money to come in, rebates have been released, or an easy way for agents to kind of just look at it.
So at a glance, you get a real quick, you're like, okay, this is where the
Yep.
deal is at.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be good for even clients though, because if clients saying, hey, how's the thing kind of progressing? Has this went out to the lawyers or?
Absolutely.
You
just
can
pull
look
your
at
app
it.
out, boom.
Yeah.
The second thing is you might be like, hey, I want to just send a message to my broker.
Sure.
Right? Boom. Just chat. This is a modern interface, right?
So you can send gifts.
Yep. Well, we don't mind it if it's fun, right? So, and then this is a checklist, right? These are all the things you got to do, and we pre-program these things for you, right? So based on your deal type, this checklist is custom. And you can have labels and upload a document straight from your phone, straight up upload here. You can take a picture, and this whole thing is on desktop, by the way, right?
Yeah, so
it's
desktop.
Yeah. But the fun starts is when you say something as simple as hey, where are my trade record sheets, right? In Canada or in the United States, it's commission documents or CDAs, what we call. You can go in there and just generate one right now. I can add a deposit, scan the check right here, and just not have to go to the bank. Do you go to your bank to check your bank balance? Or $1 million check because this is a $1 million man.
That's right.
Boom. Say success.
Success, perfect.
You know, you reminded me of this phrase that Andre in our team uses quite a bit, is that sufficiently advanced technology seems like magic. Right? If the aliens like showed up and had invisibility, it would seem magical to us,
Yeah.
right?
By the way, that's definitely like engineer humor.
It's definitely engineering humor. And we laugh like, oh,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
on the floor, like,
Sufficiently.
rolling.
Yeah. And so there's a pizza tracker.
There's a pizza tracker. You'll know exactly where your deal is at all times.
That's basically like when I go into Uber Eats and it says, okay, restaurants receive the order. Driver is heading towards the restaurant. Order's ready for pickup. Driver's
exactly
picked it up.
what it
Like each of those steps.
That's exactly what it is.
So what should agents be getting excited about? Like the things that are coming down the road. We've got the app, we got these cool features. Like what's next?
The technology that you see is probably 30% of the total technology that we've built.
Okay.
To give you perspective,
Okay.
right? So most of the time was invested in efficiency on our side. So that we can sustain the model, we can offer competitive and something that works for us and works for the agent at the same time, right? So automation was and continues to be the most important thing for us. But if you really think about what it does, it gives us insight, incredible insight into where our bottlenecks are.
Yeah.
When your thing is stuck, and if 10 other deals are stuck in the same place,
Yeah.
and then 100 other deals are stuck in the same place within the same week, we know. So having this invested millions of dollars in building this technology that gives us total insight into process optimization. And frankly, human optimization as well. That's the insight, that's the technology that's built so far. And it's harmonious, right? It's like what we build for the agent also works for us. It's like together. We will hit a point where we'll start building exclusively for the agent. You've seen what we've done in a year and a half. Anything we talk about like is never beyond 6 to 8 months. Like we can't think that far because the industry is changing that fast and the growth of the company
It's scaling so
much. We do see ourselves, having our own super app.
Super app, that's the Zillow super app.
Well, I'm referencing the Zillow super app, but not in the same way, right? Like, we want to have an amazing consumer journey. We think buying a real estate property should not be the most intense and stressful situation that a buyer or a seller goes through ever.
But you're saying Real's working on a solution for consumers so they get an answer to those stresses or frustrations in the process of buying a home that leaves an agent at the center of the deal.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
That's like one word answer, right? But absolutely, that's how we see it. We don't think property search is a problem. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
It's enough
Yeah, so
has been done
Yeah.
for the searching of the property online, right? Like what we're focused on is once you're in contract or once you acquire a customer, how can we make that relationship an amazing relationship?
Yeah.
Your next customer is an Instagrammer. It isn't a person who just learned how to use Gmail. The deal with Realty Crunch was because we were super aligned on the end goal, like Tamir and I, right? So we rarely have situations, extremely rarely we have situations where we disagree with each other on like a direction. 100 people, it feels like a big company. It's not. A little under half the employees are engineers and product people. What I would love to talk about is how many people do we actually have who process deals,
Yeah.
right? And I think it's like under 15.
If we do achieve that goal, 85 agents for every one employee of Real Broker, does that impact the agents when it comes to their support? And how doesn't it? If the
It
answer's
doesn't,
no.
right? So the answer is no, and here's how. Because the more efficient we are on the transaction processing side, the more money we will have to enhance our support teams. Investing incredible amounts of resources and time and building knowledge bases and building processes and automation and even I started Realty Crunch because I was a real estate investor. I am a real estate investor. And I thought it was too hard to buy a property. I'm not done solving that problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not done until I'm not done. It doesn't take a lot of people to build amazing stuff. It just takes the right people at the right time with the right intensity. I think it has the right ingredients. It has the right leadership. It has the right mentality. It has the right attitude. I'm here because I get to build cool stuff and have fun while I'm doing it.
Well, I'm here because if I have a say in it, we're not just gonna make it, but we're gonna become one of the biggest brokerages and probably the best, I would say, for agents to partner with in the industry. So Pritesh, man, thank you so much for joining us today. But if you had one last message for all of the agents that have already taken this journey with Real and all those in the future that will be coming, what would that be?
For the agents who are with us, thank you. Thanks for the trust, and thanks for the belief. And the agents who are now with us, we're just getting started.
Appreciate you.